What's up, agents? It's Chastin J Miles, and this is one of those videos that, of course, are just kind of my off-the-cuff videos of just me talking, because, you know, everybody always has something to say about something, and not that I'm affected. I am at a point where, you know, not a lot of things bother me. But what I try to do every single time that I upload a video is provide some type of value to others who are watching this that may be experiencing these things right now in their career, or maybe at a point where they're choosing which direction they want to go in. Especially during this time, I'm sure there's a lot of agents out there questioning whether they should be a real estate agent. And the one thing that I consistently hear from a lot of people is they don't feel like that things are happening fast enough. They don't feel like they're getting what they thought that they would get out of real estate. I mean, month over month, putting in the hard work, week over week, whatever, and you just don't feel like what you're doing is paying off. And I've been there 100%, because what I can tell you honestly is when I got in this business, I did not think that it would take as long as it did for me to start seeing profits, for me to start seeing results and experiencing different things. And unfortunately, so many people on the real estate side, when I was interviewing and when I was researching, they all just said, oh, you'll do great, it'll be fine. I was asking people, how long does it take to make money? And they're like, 6 months, it is what it is. Like, so, you know, I know that a lot of people are hearing that out there, because that's just that kind of word on the street stuff. And yeah, if you work hard, you're gonna do it, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that, and it'll only take 6 months to get some money. Like, I get it, all that's out there, and it happened with me. You know, on the other hand, I had those people who were also very much so hating, and I still have them today. Still hate. You know, you're not doing well in the business, and they feel the need to tell you how bad you're doing, or he's not this, he's not that. And then when you start doing well, they feel the need to say, oh, he's just lucky. And like, some people are never going to be satisfied, and you have to block those people out. But what I want to do is I want to kind of tell you my path to this, because on social media, a lot of people, what you see now. You see the current state of things. You see the big team, you see the fancy car, you see where I live, you see all that kind of stuff. You see what's today, but you didn't necessarily see how I got here. And to you, it may seem fabricated because you didn't see the journey and the struggle. You're only seeing what you perceive to be my whole career, because you're seeing today, but you didn't see me back in 2013 when I started. So I got my license back in 2013. Here we are, 2020. I got my license in 2013. For 2 years, I didn't get shit. Literally, I did not get anything. I got my first recognition 2 years after I got my license. So my first piece of recognition, and I received this award. It was called the Hustle Award, and it was literally at my brokerage, you know, just an award to say that I was working hard, like, keep doing what you're doing type of award. All right, it wasn't discouraging. It made me think of, okay, I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. Looking back at it now, hey, I'm appreciative that I received it. But that was 2 years after I got my license. After that, so on year 3, I finally sold over $1 million. Well, I got an award for selling multi-millions. So I sold 3 or 4 million or something, but I got an award for selling multiples. That was 3 years after I received my license. So keep in mind, we're still moving down the road, but at this point, like, I was just getting that traction. So my 4th year, I was a bit more established by that 4th year. So I got recognized in our magazine here, D Magazine, Dallas Best Real Estate Agents, all that kind of stuff. So that came 4 years after I had gotten licensed. That same year, actually, I got another recognition by another magazine. So top producers and best real estate agents, best recognized real estate agents, something like that, by another magazine that same year. So that was kind of like the first time I ever gotten in any magazines, and it was a big deal for me. So that came 4 years after. 5th year, I got another magazine recognition. So all this press is starting to happen based around what I did in my real estate career. Keep in mind, this was 5 years after I got my license. 5 years. That next year I got a national award, so I got a 5-star agent award. And then after that one, I got a award that was like out of all the realtors here in the state of Texas by another magazine. And I mean, I received lots of awards in my career. Like, these are just kind of my big ones. I received lots of awards, but again, that big award right there was 5 years in. Then 6 years, 7 years, I started getting involved in the real estate association here in my city. So I became the chairperson for our young professionals network. And then just this year recently was featured in Forbes magazine. 7 years. 7 years after I got my license. Okay? Now, fast forward today. You see, I have a team. I have a thriving real estate business. Yeah, we made some awesome things happen, and we're still constantly. I'm expanding around the country now. Like, but this was a journey. This took time. All right. Now, the one thing about me that has separated me from a lot of people is that most people would have thrown in the towel before they got to that 2-year mark. Okay, or at that 3-year mark when they just received that one award. They would have threw in the towel then. I would have never imagined that I would have done everything that I've done so far. And this is just some more of the real estate relevant stuff. Like, I'm not even talking about the other companies and the other things that I'm involved in. Like, I'm straight up entrepreneur these days and turning into a mogul. But this besides the point. It took time. It took time to get there. So if you're at that place right now where you just can't see the end, where you don't know when it's going to start paying off, I mean, things just aren't working out how you thought that they would. Just know these things take time, and you never know the opportunity that's going to be presented to you. Okay, the one thing that people can say about me is that I am consistent. I'm very consistent, and I have been around the block a few times. Okay, I've been down, I've been up, I've been crashed down again, I've been up, and we're moving up and up and up. Okay, I've been all those places. I've been all those places. So I can tell the stories about them. I can tell the stories about when I was down and out. I can tell the stories about when my lights got turned off. I can tell the stories about me having to hustle on the side. I can tell all that stuff. Okay? But I kept going. I just kept going. I kept going. I said something's gonna happen. Something's gonna be here. It's all gonna work out. Okay? I still face challenges today at the level that I'm at. Okay, now they're not challenges that a new agent would face, or we're talking like some big money stuff now, but there's still challenges. So you're going to experience challenges, you're going to experience downtime, you're going to experience so many things all throughout your career, but you have to make up in your mind that you're going to keep going, and believe me, it will pay off, and it will take you places that you never thought you would have go to. So I don't know who this was for. I just felt compelled to say this to somebody, okay? Because I realize that a lot of people see the here and now, and I know that a lot of people are selling dreams out there. I'm not selling anybody a dream, and I'm the first one that's going to tell you it's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to take time. It may not take you as long as it took me. It took me a while. It may not do that, but at least now I have the knowledge to tell anybody else how to do that. I have the knowledge because I've experienced it. I've been through everything that you can possibly experience. And so I have the knowledge to teach people. I have the knowledge to tell people what things to avoid. Okay? That's why I have these programs. That's why I coach agents. Because I have that knowledge to be able to provide to those who truly appreciate it and want it. Again, this is just a little rant. I hope it's been helpful to somebody, and you all be blessed and stay safe out there.